Hello class, as we started with the chapter number 2 polynomial, and we have gone through the different topics like zeros of polynomial, zeros of specially linear polynomial, zeros of quadratic polynomial. We have already seen how to verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. We have gone through the formula related to the cubic polynomial also. Three different types of relationship we have seen with the zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. We have gone through with the exercise 2.1 and 2.2 also. In that we have seen the different graphs. On the basis of graph we have calculated the number of zeros. In fact, we counted the number of zeros. After that we have gone through the exercise 2.2 based on the zeros of quadratic polynomial and the relationship between zeros and coefficient of it. Then we have seen the formula based on if the sum of the zeros is given it to us and product of 0 is given it to us, how to calculate the polynomial. Now the time has come to find out to do the next topic, that is division of polynomial. Of course, you already did the division of polynomial in the lower classes also. We will see same kind of division again. As we know, I am taking very normal division, like if I am taking 25 divided by, suppose I am taking 6, so 6 4s are 24, your remainder will be 1 of course. This is called your quotient, this is your remainder, this is your dividend, and this is your of course divisor. You must have done certain verification also whether my division is correct or not. You must have tried. As we know everyone, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the formula to justify the division. You already used it. Now let me take another example based on the polynomial. In case of division of polynomial, everyone, dividend is denoted by px. So let me take px is equal to x cube minus 2x square plus 1, one of the simplest example. Generally we used to take divisor as gx, which is equal to x minus 1, simple example everyone. And question is asked to us to find out the quotient, that is qx, and the remainder, that is rx. So in case of polynomial we used to denote dividend as px, that is x cube minus 2x square plus 1 I took for the explanation of this topic. Divisor is your gx, that is x minus 1. We need to find out qx, that is quotient of this particular division, and rx, which is remainder. Let us perform the division. X cube minus 2x square plus 1 divided by, this is a normal symbol to represent the division everyone, and gx as x minus 1. Now as we know, if I am dividing the numbers, right, number with the another number, we used to read the table and we are trying to reach to the nearest to that particular dividend. Of course, we do not have any table for x minus 1. So we are deciding our quotient by following certain step. Let me tell you how to follow that step. Rough work I will show here. To decide your first quotient everyone, what you need to do, take your first term from the dividend, that is x cube, and divide by the first term of your divisor, that is x, which will be equal to x square. Right over here x square. What you need to do, x square you need to multiply with x, you will get x cube of course. Then x square you need to multiply with minus 1, you will get minus x square. As you know, in case of division, whenever you multiplied over here, whenever the quotient is multiplied with divisor, whatever terms has come, sign is to be changed. So this is minus, this is plus, this will be cancelled. Now, minus 2x square plus x square will be minus x square, take down your plus 1 will be down. Now, minus x square we will consider as first term in your dividend, divide by x again, you will get minus x, that is next quotient. Multiply again this minus x with this divisor, minus x into x will be minus x square, minus x into minus 1 will be plus x of course. Now, change the sign, plus and this is minus, will cancel. Both are unlike term, as it is it will come down. So, minus x plus 1. Now, minus x is the first term of your dividend. So, minus x divided by x, which will be equal to minus 1. Note it down over here, minus 1 into x will be minus x, minus 1 into minus 1 will be plus 1, change the sign. So, we got remainder as how much? 0. Of course, everyone, let us write all the output whichever it has come in the form of quotient as well as in form of remainder. So, we got quotient over here qx as x square minus x minus 1 and remainder rx as 0. Let us do the justification even. Of course, for the justification we have to fulfill the condition Px is equal to Qx into Gx plus Rx or Gx into Qx plus Rx. This thing we have to justify. So, let us multiply Gx into Qx and let us add your Rx and let us verify whether it is coming Px or not. So, your Gx we have with us x minus 1, your Qx with us x square minus x minus 1 and your Rx is 0. So, x into x square minus x minus 1 minus 1 into x square minus x minus 1 plus 0. Multiply it, x cube minus x square minus x square plus x plus 1. Finally, x cube minus 2x square, x and x will be cancelled and plus 1. If you will observe very carefully, x cube minus 2x square plus 1, of course, it is your Px. It means that we got Px is equal to Gx into Qx plus Rx. So, we can say your division is justified. So, you can write justified. I hope you understood everyone. Again, let me recap this division. I took the example of Px as x cube minus 2x square plus 1 and I am taking your divisor as x minus 1. We have to decide our quotient by seeing the first term of your dividend, that is x cube. Roughly you can divide x cube by x, we got x square, multiply x square with x minus 1, we got x cube minus x square, change the sign, x cube will be cancelled, minus 2x square plus x square. We have to take in care, now this is not minus x square, now we have to consider this as a plus x square. So, minus 2x square plus x square of course will be subtracted, sign, negative sign is more in number. So, answer will be minus x square, take down your plus 1. Now, minus x square will be divided by x to decide the next quotient, we got minus x. This minus x will be multiplied with x minus 1, we will get minus x square plus x, again we have to change the sign, will be cancelled, the first term will be cancelled. This is the purpose to decide the quotient, the first term has to be cancelled every time, that is the purpose, we have to take in care. Sign will be changed, we are left with minus x plus 1, again we will decide the quotient as minus 1, how we decided? Minus x divided by x, again we have to multiply, you will be left with minus x plus, you will be left with minus x plus 1, change the sign and you will get remainder as 0. This is entire justification, I hope you got the point. So, we are done with the division of polynomial. We will see the another questions based on the division of polynomial, we will see many more application based on the application based question based on the division of polynomial in the next class. Thank you class. As we saw in the last class, division of polynomial, we have gone through by the example and I hope everyone has got it. Now students, we will see the application of factor theorem as well as application of division also. Means as we studied in 9th standard factor theorem, based on that we will take certain example, we will discuss that example. Of course, in that particular kind of question we have to do division also. So means the example which we are going to discuss, we are going to apply two concepts. One is factor theorem, second one is division of the polynomial. So let us see the example. I am going to take NCERT example, that is example number 9. What is that example number 9? The example number 9 is given it to us, find the zeros of 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2 if we have two zeros under root 2 and minus under root 2. So we can say our px is given it to us, what is that, 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2 plus 6x minus 2. Again I am repeating, px is given it to us 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2, and children two zeros are given it to us. Two zeros are given, under root 2 and minus under root 2. These two zeros are given it to us. We have to find out other zeros. Okay. So this is the question, that polynomial is given to us, two zeros are given it to us, and we have to find out the other two zeros. Now let me recap everyone about the factor theorem. As we know, for any polynomial px is given and you got pa is equal to 0, you got pa is equal to 0, it means that x minus 1 definitely will be one of the factor of the polynomial. What I said, if pa is equal to 0, I am writing here pa is equal to 0, it means that x minus a will be a factor of given polynomial. And if you got one factor everyone, to get the other factors, what you will do? We have to divide. So same concept I am going to use here. How you will write the solution? Just see, as we have root 2 and minus root 2 as factors of given polynomial px, therefore x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 will be factors of given polynomial. Of course, if x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 are the two different factors of the polynomial, so we can say we can have x minus root 2 into x plus root 2, which is equal to x square minus root 2 square, which is equal to x square minus 2 as a factor of given polynomial. Correct? So this is the first part, as I explained you in the very beginning, that we have to use two application over here. First one is the factor theorem we used over here. We just concluded that x square minus 2 will be one of the factor of the given polynomial. As our final target is to get the other zeros, and your polynomial is biquadratic. Biquadratic means polynomial of degree 4. Two zeros are already there. It means that there is a possibility that two more zeros we can obtain. To get the other zeros, as I said, we have to divide x square minus 2 as a gx we have to use, and we need to divide in the given polynomial by x square minus 2. what will happen? We will get a certain quotient. That quotient will be the other factor of the given polynomial, but still our target is ahead. We haven't reached. After getting the quotient, what we have to do? We have to equate our quotient as 0 to get the other zeros. Let us perform the division now. As I said, this is the another application. I mean, for this kind of question, as I said in very beginning, that we are going to use two concepts. One is factor theorem and one is division of polynomial. So, we have already declared that x square minus 2 will be one of the factor of the polynomial 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2, and let us find out the other factor. To find out the other factor, we have to divide by the given factor, and given factor is x square minus 2 as we calculated on the basis of factor theorem. Process will be as it is, everyone, that we have to decide our quotient. Let me revise again how to perform the division. Rough work we will do here. We will take the first term of the dividend, that is 2x to the power 4, and we will divide by the x square. What is left? 2x square. So, we will take 2x square over here, multiply over here, 2x to the power 4 minus 4x square. So, we will not write 4x square over here because this is cube and we are getting square in terms of square. So, let us find out. Over here we will write, that is minus 4x square. Change the sign, everyone. This will be minus and this will be plus. This will be cancelled. As I said, our purpose is to eliminate the first term always. This will come down as it is, that is minus 3x cube. Now, minus 3x square plus 4x square will be plus x square. Take down your plus 6 also, 6x also. Now, next step, minus 3x cube, and we will divide by the x square, we will get minus 3x. So, let us write minus 3x over here, multiply over here. So, you will get minus 3x cube and then plus 6x over here, change the sign, plus minus, this will cancel, this will cancel. So, x square and the last minus 2 is left, correct everyone? Now, x square will be divided by again x square, will get 1, that is plus 1 will be the last quotient. Multiply over here, you will get x square minus 2, change the sign everyone, you will get the remainder 0. So, make sure everyone, whenever you got one factor of the given polynomial, whenever you will get the other factor, make sure this is the checkpoint for us, remainder will be always 0, that we have to take in care. So, we got the other factor as 2x square minus 3x plus 1, means our work is approximately done, but the target is still not achieved. As I said, it is biquadratic, so there will be possibility will be there for 4 zeros, 2 already we have with us, that is root 2 and minus root 2. To get the other zeros, that is other 2 zeros, we have to get the factor, and we got 2x square minus 3x plus 1. So, to find out the other factor, equate this factor to find out the other zeros, equate this factor as 0. So, let us perform that. I am doing here everyone. What is the next step? We have to take the other factor, that is 2x square minus 3x plus 1 as 0. Same form as you did in case of zeros of quadratic polynomial. 2 1 ja 2 will be multiplied. All possible factor of 2, of course, 1 into 2 or 2 into 1. After addition, it should come minus 3. So, minus 1 minus 2 will be equal to minus 3. Let us split it. 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Already I cleared in my previous lecture that it is not at all mandatory to write minus 2x over here or minus x over here. You can write minus x over here and minus 2x here. It is our choice. Take the common, make the pairing and take the common, 2x will be the common. So, x minus 1 is common, x minus 1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is further common, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, x minus 1 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to 1 and 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, 2x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 upon 2. Am I clear? So, we got the other two zeros also, 1 and 1 upon 2. Last statement, we will write the last statement in a way, hence all the zeros of given polynomial are root 2 already given, minus root 2 already given, and we just achieved 1 and 1 upon 2. So, these all are the all possible zeros of the given polynomial. So, class, I hope you understood how to use two concepts in this kind of questions. Many more questions are there based on that. We will discuss the next topic in the form of exercise 2.3 in my next lecture. Thank you.